And now, folks, let's get started. The train blows its whistle, signaling the cow to move off the tracks faster. However, not seeing it as a warning, the outcome is grim. Yet, in this video, what truly astonished me was how casually people crossed the train tracks. Don't you think there should be stricter measures to prohibit such reckless behavior? Another example shows a flock of birds flying dangerously low, meeting their tragic fate as a high-speed train approaches. As heartbreaking as this scenario is for the birds, there's sadly nothing the train conductor can do. A snake decided to cross the tracks, but undeterred by the approaching train's massive weight, it became wedged between the train and the rails. Such accidents occur frequently. Many trains can't detect the situation, and animals, believing the tracks are part of their natural habitat and facing a rapidly approaching, noisy train, often find their efforts to escape tragically inadequate. With no clear obstacles like fences or walls along the tracks, the risk of collision with trains is maximized. In the footage you're about to see, a mother bear and her two cubs hear a warning from the conductor and manage to get the cubs off the tracks, but the mother bear pays with her life. Bears, sheep, and cattle in their natural habitats in South Asia are often the unfortunate victims of such scenes. Many animal protection organizations have repeatedly reported this problem and continue to push for preventive measures. To reduce these heartbreaking accidents, it's important to find solutions. At least 140 train-animal collisions occur each year in the American Midwest. After watching this video, you might think twice before crossing the tracks when a train is approaching. Thankfully, if the train is moving at a slow speed of around 30 miles per hour, a cow might have time to escape. However, this isn't the case everywhere. We mustn't forget about high-speed trains. There are many deterrent measures in place to prevent people and animals from crossing the rails. However, humanity has often ignored these penalties and continues to act as it has throughout history. Numerous signs indicate that farms or animal owners near train tracks should fence off their animals to keep them from wandering onto the rails. Unfortunately, a train with 30 or 40 cars cannot stop in time when an animal jumps in front of it. Sadly, even if a dog is stuck in the space beneath the train's deafening noise leaves it panicked and disoriented, realizing there's nowhere to escape. The average speed of a train is between 55 kilometers per hour and 80 kilometers per hour. Because of the train's powerful force and fast movement, both people and animals need to maintain a minimum distance of 25 feet. Remember, the train siren is a signal for you and your animals to get to safety. As of 2020, an average of 10 goats or sheep per day have been entering train tracks in India, leading to an inevitable tragic outcome. Ni kader insanlar ikens kukli tabelalar da olsa treni sanki bir oyunkit gibi greyurlar. Ki tren raylarnden trenen geldi gini gerdikleri hold hayvanlarini gekermay galasayırlar. This is truly horrifying for the train conductor. However, for animal owners, it often means a loss amounting to $6,000, $7,000. As seen here, both stray and pet dogs sometimes wander onto the train tracks, unaware of the oncoming train. Yet when our cameras capture them, it almost seems as if they have managed to survive. What do you think? Do you think they can't see the train coming? Or are all these people intentionally jumping onto the tracks? When a collision occurs, it doesn't just result in the death of animals. The train's passengers also experience panic from the impact. People end up being delayed by 2 to 4 hours on average from reaching their workplaces, homes, or children. Not every accident is so innocent. Sometimes, passengers get injured too. The increased population of deer and stray animals cause as many accidents. Even though train horns are used to scare them away, some animals can't interpret the sound, making collisions inevitable. Even with barriers in place, humans often refuse to abandon their risky endeavors. The result? As seen in the video, they either lose their own lives or the lives of the animals trying to help them. Despite being agile creatures, monkeys cannot escape a train moving at speeds of 50 to 60 miles per hour. In Florida alone, collisions cause damages ranging from $250,000 to $750,000. Many governments need to find solid and lasting solutions to this problem, as these damages are reported to the state and paid for with taxes. In other words, we are the ones footing the bill. We hope you found this video informative. Don't forget to subscribe and like to stay updated with the latest information. This herd of elephants might just be following their migration path. Have we humans disrupted their routes? Perhaps there's a solution before it's too late. This is where the wildness truly begins. The two-legged vultures stand vigil, pondering what they can take from the fallen animal. The farmer who had let his animals wander free noticed the train at the last moment and rushed to save them. Had he not pulled back in time, he would have lost his life. He rides away on his bicycle as if he's part of nature itself. A deer dashes onto the highway, trying to cross in search of food despite barriers along the road. Ever-caring drivers risk their own lives by stopping suddenly with hard brakes. Unfortunately, the same can't be said for trains and railways. As the herd attempts to cross the road, both the animals and the drivers are left battling for their lives. Sadly, this is an unavoidable reality of wildlife. Kazanan boyutunu polis helicopteri al kekilmek grundlerd griebelirsenijs. Busadas havenler iken degel, insenler iken de biut bertedet. No matter how careful or well-trained a conductor is, in the realm of wildlife, the concept of a train is entirely foreign. While lions, dogs, and even snakes can recognize and react to certain sounds, trains remain an unidentifiable entity in their world. Unfortunately, this means they have no innate sensitivity to these massive machines. This herd of wild boars is likely scavenging for food dropped on the tracks and roads by the previous train's passengers. Who knows, if humans hadn't discarded their food there, this herd might not have ventured into the area at all. This time, the herd of boars gets luckier than their predecessors and manages to narrowly escape the accident. Unaware of the approaching train, the ox cannot escape its tragic fate. It's our responsibility as humans to ensure that animals understand this is not a grazing area, and that crossing the tracks can be a gamble with their lives. As we journey along the railway tracks, we confront a sobering reality: the tragic fates of countless animals. Oblivious to the approaching danger, these creatures often venture onto the tracks in search of food or while following their natural migration routes. Despite the best efforts of conductors and the measures in place, the powerful force and speed of the train can be devastating. Animals like deer, cows, and even agile monkeys find themselves unable to escape the impending collision. Trains moving at speeds of up to 80 kilometers per hour leave little to no time for these animals to react. The deafening noise of the train, unfamiliar in the natural world, often leaves them disoriented and helpless. The sight of wild boars scavenging for leftovers, left behind by passengers of previous trains, is a stark reminder of the unintended consequences of human actions. The nerve-wracking escapes or, more frequently, the fatal encounters are haunting realities of the railway tracks. It is a grim task for a documentary filmmaker to capture these moments, but showcasing these scenes brings a necessary awareness. With rising numbers of accidents, the call for more effective, solid, and lasting solutions becomes louder. The goal is to prompt governments and organizations to implement measures that can protect both animals and humans, preventing such heartbreak. In the grand tapestry of our planet's natural world, it is our responsibility to respect and protect these creatures. Ensuring that railway tracks are safe for all, maintaining barriers, and educating the public are steps we must take before more lives are lost. Even the driver of a high-speed train often has no idea what hit the window and must keep moving. Who do you think is to blame here? The train, hurtling along with each carriage weighing between 30 to 40 tons, or the careless crowd that left their heavy animals wandering onto the tracks? Share your valuable opinions in the comments. We hope this documentary sparks a change, a reevaluation of how we coexist with the incredible wildlife around us. Let us not wait until it is too late. Join us in advocating for safer environments for our animal friends. Subscribe, and together, let's make a difference.